Always. Let the champ flag the flag. Yeah, fly the flag. Lot of mercy. Fly the people.
What's up, everybody? This is your voice of Barrymore, and today we're going to be talking about Street Fighter V, why it's up. First off, Street Fighter V, Capcom, what the fuck? What were you thinking? Like, what was going through your minds when you were making this game? It looks rushed. So we're going to talk about 5 things about Street Fighter V that sucks. And the first one is, of course, half a game. Now, this feels like a very early access type of game. It feels like an early access. Like, we paid the $60 to freaking pay an early access. It feels like an early access because the game is little. It only has a few characters, few maps. What the hell? Like, we were expecting a lot of characters. I know this video is kind of late, but I'm just talking about it from my point of view because I'm seeing a lot of people talk about it, so I'm talking about my side. Or it's the same thing, but I'm just talking about my side. So, of course, a half a game. I don't know what was going through Capcom's mind. They must have drank too much whiskey while they were making this game. And a lot of people were talking about it was because of esports tournament. First off, who the fuck gives a hell about esports tournament? You're supposed to be making this game full and not half. It feels like it's still in beta. Even the beta was better than this. You understand what I'm saying? Let me just label it right now as the first. It feels like a half game, and it also feels like an early access. That's basically it. Okay, let's go to number 2. Arcade mode. What the flying fuck, Capcom? This is Street Fighter. It's supposed to have arcade mode. It's supposed to have arcade mode. Remember back then with Street Fighter all the way up to Street Fighter 4? Arcade mode. You must have an arcade mode. Street Fighter was made from arcade mode. It was an arcade. You know the thing where you push your money in and you can play, arcade. It was ground up from that. How could you not have an arcade mode? I think the link was to the arcade mode is because they needed more characters and they needed to put stories, of course, in arcade mode, which will be the story mode, I think. Or maybe they might put a story mode. I don't know if they might put it in the arcade mode, but yeah, you understand what I'm trying to say. So I think that's why they didn't put in arcade mode, because it's going to link to the story of of course, the character. And of course, you'll need all the characters, because in the story mode, I'm betting a lot of character crosses Ryu, a lot of character crosses Charlie, aka Nash, a lot of character crosses Guile, and yeah, in the story mode, I mean. And that's basically it. What the fuck he did? Why he didn't put it inside arcade mode? It doesn't make any sense. That really doesn't make any sense. Like, who was somebody fucking a mule or something? Like, really? Why isn't there arcade mode? Anyway, let's go to number 3. Network. Oh my god. This is by far, I'm not saying games that come out don't have a very good connection. So, sometimes you need a patch to fix the problem, and in a couple of months, next patch will come in to stabilize the problem and everything. Not Street Fighter. No, Street Fighter has been patched like a freaking mule, just over and over and over. Did it work? Over and over and over. Did it work? Over. And they're doing it, but it's not in effect. Right now, I'm having a problem connecting to one of my friends. His name is Bronze. We play on Street Fighter 5. We tried to. Multiple times we tried to. And we still getting fail. We can't fail. I can't play with a guy to show him my moves because we always bragging. I'm going to kick his ass. He's going to kick my ass. We always bragging about that. And it only works for some of my friends. I don't know. What's the point? What's the problem? What is the point of the problem? Some of my friends can play with me, but some can't. What is the problem? What's the difference? If you're thinking about, oh, maybe their connection or my connection is lacking, no, we all have freaking high-speed connection. I don't know. It's just weird. And on top of that, let's say you're getting inside a very good fight. You know, Guile versus I'm just drawing a reference. Guile versus Charlie, or Ryu versus Ken, or some bullshit like that. And you're online. Basically any character. I'm just drawing a reference. So all of a sudden you start to see lag glitch. You know, you see the character, then all of a sudden, and then it goes again. Then when you're fighting, like let's say you're throwing a punch, this guy somehow teleports behind you, starts hitting you with combos from freaking Ultra Dragon style, and you're like, I'm throwing the punch, but I'm still getting hit. I'm like, how is this happening? Like, you'll throw a kick, this guy freaking uppercuts you with a Shoryuken. Like, how did it happen? And you kick the guy, and all of a sudden he comes back fast with a Shoryuken. Like, the kick didn't graze him or nothing. That's basically the servers. The servers are fucked up. It's really fucked up. Like, damn. Battle Lounge makes no goddamn sense. The ranking system is load of fucking crap. Honestly, the ranking system sucks balls. I'm gonna say the freaking Battle Lounge is way better than the ranking system, and two of them sucks. That tells you a lot. Casual match, that might be the only way you could get a match if you involve casual match. But the thing is, with casual match, you versus people that play like freaking sweat boys. Or sweat boys, you can call them sweat boys, you can call them stress boys, you can call them tryhards. Basically people that like freaking pros. Like if they hit you with one hit, all of a sudden they're giving you about 20 combos in your ass. You're like, what the fuck? That's the problem with casual. You play against people that like they live on the fucking game. No life. So, you know, it's like that. Come on. Number 4. The price. Jesus. $60 for an early access game. Yeah. Doesn't make any sense, does it? $60 for early access game, aka beta. You can just plain out call it beta. Just fucking ridiculous. So $60 for the game. You're getting paid for a broken down battle connection, basically. Get broken down connection. You get a limited amount of characters. You get a piece of shit story. Well, like, what the fuck is with the story mode? All for $60, you know what I'm saying? So, $60 for all that bullshit, and then you'll get the rest later. First off, here's the thing. Do it as early access. Make Street Fighter 5 earn early access. Make it $20. It's worth $20 or $15. You know, just do that. Make no fucking sense. Just freaking makes no fucking sense. Okay, 5. Shame. They announced that they're going to plan to shame players. Now, let me give you an example. I don't mind shaming people that rage quit and trying to get out the easy way. I'm 100% with you on that. But what if the person disconnected? What if a person disconnected? What if He tried to join, and then before the match starts, all of a sudden connection dropped, and then the guy kicks off. Then he's labeled as a freaking rage quitter. They didn't think that through, did they? So you're basically gonna flame a guy because his connection dropped because of this piece of shit server. Then you have the guy's name all over the internet saying, "Oh, he's a rage quitter." You understand what I'm saying? You didn't think about that part, did you? Because a lot of people disconnected. You know, they hyped for the match and all of a sudden they disconnected. Or even when it says second round, they disconnect. They didn't think about that part. Why don't they just do this? When a person gets disconnected, or aka as you say, rage quit, just take a couple points out from his Street Fighter stuff. You know, don't publicly shame the guy because one day Sony's connection just dropped, and the server just freaking drop also. Plus the server drops more than freaking Sony. That's basically it. The server of Street Fighter 5 drops faster than Sony. And not this is Sony's connection. Sony connection needs some more tweaking. That's all I'm going to say. But I'm talking about Street Fighter 5 connection. If the person is about to fight and all of a sudden, because of Street Fighter 5, he should not be flamed or shamed. Because it's not his fault. It's Street Fighter 5. So basically what I want to say, Capcom, get your shit together. Get it together. Love of God, get it together. Jesus. Devil May Cry. Oh my God. Mega Man, where is that? Resident Evil. It's a good game, but yeah. So that was my rant on Street Fighter 5. Yeah, it was a rant video. So, you know, post your comments. Tell me what you like. Also hit that like button. Say in the comments what you think. And also check out my Epic channels for guys with a ton of videos. And the Capcom, get your shit together.